Hi YouTube. Thank you guys for joining me today. If you're new here, my name's Mackenzie. I'm a licensed esthetician and I am here to teach you all about a happy and healthy skincare routine. In today's video we have one of my good friends, Brittany, here. This is actually her first facial treatment session, so we are going to be doing sort of a more dry skin routine on her since we are in the middle of winter. It is a bit more drying out, so on top of drinking your water, this is also a really good routine for incorporating some hydration and some nourishment into the skin during those cold winter months. So once we've analyzed her skin, felt her texture, and just overall health and see what we're working with, we're going to get her underneath the steam here for about 5 minutes just to help start to soften up her skin. We're going to start with my favorite cleanser from BioElements, their Moisture Positive Cleanser. Really love this cleanser because it's a more creamy texture and it really leaves the skin feeling super moisturized once you've taken it off. On top of just smelling like flowers and geraniums, it really does a good job at helping you not feel that tight, dry, stripped feeling that you usually get from washing your face. And it's important to take note when getting a new cleanser, you're getting the correct cleanser for your skin type. Let's say if you have dry skin and you use something for an oily skin type, it's going to be very harsh on some dry types because you're already lacking that layer of oil that is naturally produced on the skin surface when you have an oily skin type. So if you were to use something like enzymes, it really will break down the skin a lot more harsher on dry skin than it will for its corresponding skin type. And we're going to just start to massage the towel into her skin, sort of break up that product, that cleanser that we've got on top. And a few spritz here from our Equalizer toning spray. Toning spray isn't necessary in a home routine, although it is helpful in balancing your skin's pH back to normal. You don't have to incorporate it. And here we're going to use our measured micrograins. I love this exfoliator because of its jojoba beads and its cooling factor. The beads help provide a really nice and gentle exfoliating action where it's not going to be too abrasive on the skin, while this creamy and cooling effect helps minimize any sensitivities that you might have. So this is really good for helping alleviate any sort of inflammation that might have been created in the cleansing step of the routine. Now, you're gonna start to notice here that the consistency and texture of this particular exfoliator, now, as much as I do like it, it does need to be mixed down with some water to help thin it out a little bit. What I usually do is keep just a little bowl of water next to me to dip my fingers into, because you'll see that this really does kind of pull at her face, although I'm not putting really any pressure on her during this step to help exfoliate, since the micro beads are going to kind of do that for me. But the water will help kind of thin out this consistency just so we can massage it into her skin a little bit easier and we're not pulling at her face too much. Okay, she is thoroughly exfoliated, and we're gonna put on a hot towel and just massage that into the skin to help break up some of that product. Like I said, it's a pretty thick consistency. I really like it, but you do need to mix it down with water to help thin it out. So this hot steam is gonna help us further kind of break down the material and make it easier for us to massage off the skin without having to pull too hard. And moving on, she's smiling because she knows exactly what step we are doing next. Yes, we are pulling out our softening gel because we are going to do some extracting, everybody's favorite part. Yes, it is a little painful. It's not the most comfortable, kind of like waxing, kind of like going to get your teeth done, you know. We got to do it. Sometimes it's necessary. And so we are going to massage this gel into her skin. And you'll see periodically, too, that I will apply softening gel throughout the process of extractions, simply because it is going to dry as we focus on one area of her skin. So you want to make sure that you're maintaining that moisture and you're keeping the skin moisturized and hydrated. Otherwise, if it's too dry, it's going to be quite painful and damaging. So next we have our spatula, ionic spatula, bionic, something like that. I really like it. It vibrates. I can go into the whole process of ionization for you guys, but I'll just put that in the description down below. So I use this spatula mostly to just help kind of get those surface extractions, just that kind of daily pollution that's in the skin. And you're going to see here that I'm going to glide across her face with the softening gel. This is also going to help with the process of ionization. It's going to help deepen the penetration of this softening gel to help keep her skin moisturized and nourished, because she is suffering from a little bit of dryness, especially in the winter here, so we do want to keep her fully nourished. Ooh, all right, let's do a little zoomy zoom, and we are going to check out her pores. Oh, I love extractions. I'm that weird girl that could watch videos like these. Like, this is what comes up on my For You page. Like, I don't know, it's really satisfying. And so the spatula, like I said, it comes in handy because that vibration effect is going to vibrate the surface of your skin. And, you know, it's not a thick layer, so you don't need to push in your skin and really dig at it to get out these extractions. You can be pretty gentle. Sometimes it requires a little bit of force, but, you know, if it's too much force, then you need to stop. That's your sign. If you're pushing too hard and you're causing vessels to break and damage to the skin, and if you're bleeding, you have ruptured your pores wall, and now you're bleeding into that pore. So that is what's going to further create damage and scabbing. Oh my gosh, the satisfaction of this tool. You can just see, like, a lot of this is going to be like our softening gel and, you know, product that's, you know, getting kind of pushed out of the skin and water and all that. But, you know, most of that you can kind of tell, like, the little bits of junk and gunk that are coming out of her pores. And I'm not going to work too long on the nose. You know, I don't want to cause it to be super red and, you know, all that manipulation that I have to do in order to get those pores cleared out. I don't want to, you know, cause any sort of damage. Ooh, okay. The massage, that is my favorite part, getting a facial. You could be putting water and cream on my face from CVS. I don't care, but the massage is what I go for. It is really essential if you are prone to water weight in the morning. Like, if you notice you wake up always swollen, that's a good time to perform lymphatic drainage on your face. That would be using like the gua sha tools or those jade rollers to help drain out any sort of fluid from the face. And that is something that gravity is going to take care of throughout the day. So if you do feel the need to benefit from tools like jade rollers and gua sha, you want to use those primarily in your morning routine, because when you get up in the morning, gravity is going to promote lymphatic drainage. Since you are standing upright, gravity is then going to thus pull down any fluids in the body. So this is why it primarily helps for a morning routine than it does in the evening. And you don't technically need the tools either. There are plenty of videos I've seen on YouTube of demonstrations how to use gua sha, but by only using your knuckles of your fingers. And so if you want to seek the benefits, but you don't want to go out and get the supplies for it, you can still utilize this technique without needing any sort of tools. And the tools you need, you already got. So there's really no excuse to not take care of your skin's health and wellness, is there? Now, I'm pretty sure at this point, Brittany is asleep. She might have snored once or twice. Sorry, Britt. But I know these hot towels are the best thing ever, especially after a décolleté and clavicle massage. Having that hot towel over your chest just feels amazing. Now, between the two masks here, they're both hydrating. However, I ultimately chose the winter mint mask because the vanilla clove is a little bit warmer, and I wanted something that was going to be cooler and more soothing for Brittany. So we are going to pull out the winter mint, almost kind of like a spearmint, not too intense sensation of a tingling. You know, when we talk about a winter mint or spearmint, at winter green, you know, those sort of gum flavors, we think like super like sharp, cool, but you know, we are trying to cool her skin down just with all the steam and the mechanical exfoliating we've done, but you know, we're not going to shock her with something like super freezing. So I also wanted to stray away from something warm like the vanilla clove. The vanilla clove is a different enzyme mask kit, and although you can mix and match when it comes to some of your lines, you want them to make sense, and it just didn't feel like it made sense for what we did today. So I wanted something that's going to be a little bit cooler to the skin for her. And if I haven't pointed this out before, I want to make sure to touch on this, that you do want to take care of your neck and your chest slash décolleté area. A lot of people do suffer from chest acne or from back acne, and a lot of times you notice sun damage differences in your neck and your face. I remember coming across a photo of an elderly woman who her neck was, you know, you can see the sun damage, you can see the aging, but she took really, really great care of her skin, but she never took care of her neck or her chest. And so it was just a very sharp, distinctive difference in those two areas. And so you want to make sure that you're taking care of this area of your skin. This is still a part of your skin's health. In my opinion, this is all still part of a facial, and making sure that I do my job at keeping this area well covered in moisturizer and sunscreen for you. And bring on the hot towels. We have had our mask on for about 10 minutes. You'll see most masks require about 10 to 20 minutes, usually more time if they are hardening masks, and if they're less time, typically maybe they're a more active ingredient mask. So we're going to massage our hot towel into the skin and break up some of that product and remove it. And we can't forget our little spritz of our toner. Now for our final steps, I am going to be creating a little bit of a custom blend here with some of my products from BioElements in my back bar. We are going to start off with our Barrier Daily Fix Hydrator. This is just a little sample size that I got to try out recently, and I am loving it. I think it did a really good job for me personally in helping keep my skin hydrated and protected. So we are going to be putting that on Brittany here to help give her a little bit of nourishment back into her skin for the winter. And over top of that, we are going to be using our oxygenation therapy and then sealing this with a combination of our Absolute Moisture moisturizer and the Deeper Hydration Custom Blend from our Custom Blend line. And a bow on top of our package. This is our BioElements Ray Defense 30 SPF sunscreen. And with that, you have a whole new glow. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know what you think of this video down below, and make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Toodles!